August 6th, 2022. We are just outside of Twin Bridges, and I am gonna go over to the Big Hole, do some filming. So let me just walk on down to the bridge here. So up there you see the Big Hole. This is Travels with Lucky, by the way, and you should be able to see Lucky make his way down to the river here. See if I can catch him in the photo. He loves this spot. This is one of his favorite places. He should be coming pretty quick. There he is. So that's Lucky right there, cleaning up sticks. So this is the Big Hole. Now in this area, there are 3 rivers that come together, and they join up and form the Jefferson River. And of course, the Jefferson River then joins in with the Madison and the Gallatin and forms the Missouri River. So we're at the base of some pretty important waterways. Now right now, because here in Montana we've had some pretty hot weather. They've had to shut down fishing because it's just too warm and too stressful for the fish. So there's no fishing going on right now. And then earlier in the spring it had flooded so much. So in the spring the water was way up to there, which is fairly unusual. Yeah, now Lucky's waiting for somebody to place stick. So let me just go across the bridge here, give you another little perspective. Here it splits off. There's a nice little island right here. That's private ranch property all in there. This is actually a private boat launch. And so to give you a little perspective, Twin Bridges, Montana is right over there. You can kind of see the water tower. And the mountains behind are the Tobacco Root Mountains. Got a little bit of traffic. It's Saturday, so we have more people going through the area. So over here, those are the Tobacco Root Mountains. In case you don't know about Lucky, he's a flat-coated retriever. People often ask us if he's a Newfoundland. Well, the flat-coated retriever comes from the breed of Newfoundlands and Gordon setters. So he loves water. Anytime we go by water, we need to stop, let him get his swimming in. Now this isn't very deep. You can see he's not swimming right there. He's just walking up with his stick. But he will swim and swim forever. All right, so now you can kind of get a better sense of how steep this is right here. So I'm gonna just walk around and make my way down this hill. It's about a 45-degree angle. All right, hang on. So there we have Lucky again, playing stick. That's one of the things he loves to do. It's a little bit of a steep trail. I'm gonna be walking on down this trail. Doesn't look like much from up here, but it's actually pretty steep, and that ground is real loose. So this is all private ranch land around here. They usually keep the bulls along in here. They've had to put up new fencing because it keeps getting washed out by the river. You are allowed to go down to the water, but you have to go right down to the water. And it's really important to keep this gate closed if you should go down, so that the animals don't come through. I'll be darned, I put this feather here a long time ago. It's still there. That's a good thing. Okay, so I'm just heading down to that 45-degree slope so I can get down to the river, and then I'll walk along the river, see how it's changed. I haven't been here for a couple months actually. All right, I don't think I'm going to be able to hold my camera while I go down. I gotta be careful. Yeah, so I'll just turn this off for now and stick it in my back pocket. Okay. All right, I made it. And I'll just drop my stick there. And off we go. Well, on second thought, I thought I'd show you how treacherous this is. So I keep this stick over by the tree, and it was there, so that's my help. where they are. See if I can catch up. These rocks are all really cool. Below. Okay. Here's a stick. Wild mint. Smell it. Crunkle it up. Oh man, that smells so good. That'll keep the mosquitoes off of you. It's all over in here. See? All that little wild mint. Backwaters. Oh yeah, there's some activity down in there. Let's see what we can see. See fish down in there, but now the wind's coming up, so I'm just gonna head up around here. Okay, so way back there, you can just barely see it because, well, we do have smoke in the air from the salmon Idaho fire, and not too bad today though, because we've had rain all last night. But that's Ruby Mountain back there. So Sheridan, Montana is right there. Hop over the tobacco roots, and Ennis is over there. And then way back there, another 20 miles up the road, well, maybe more like 30 from here, is Virginia City. And then of course you go over the Virginia City Hill, you get to Ennis. I'm always watching out for snakes. You never know. Okay, so that is all kind of like an island right there. Is all kind of like an island. Now I could walk across in those in this backwater right here and get over there. I think I'll keep the camera running because you never know. Something might spook out and you just never know what's going to happen. So, let's go. So behind me there is the bank where it's always getting washed out a little bit every spring. But the swallows build their nests in there, so there's all kinds of nests in there. I need to go down in there. Yeah, you can hear the wind. Oh, I'm gonna go around. This is an electric fence, but most of it got torn out from the high waters. Pretty sure it's not hot. I just don't want to get shocked. Dang, I should have had my walking stick. All right, let's get this. Me, I always make sure I have good sure footing before I put my weight on it. I guess, yeah, there, I got it. Looks like we got a storm coming up. I can't believe how low it is. Alright, I don't know if you can see well enough, but if you look closely, all along that ridge right there, of course it's all sand, and it sloughs off whenever there's flooding up in there, and then that's where all the swallows live. Plenty of mosquitoes around here, that's for sure, and other bugs. Today it's nice, it's cool, and it's windy, so don't have to be bothered by the bugs. Oh wow, looks really different up here. So right now I'm probably about 30 feet above the water level, maybe 40. There goes a magpie. Looks like somebody was back in here with a campfire. Oh, well no, maybe not. It was just a dark rock. No fire anywhere in Madison County right now because it's been so dry. Our temperatures have been in the 90s for at least 10 days. Today's the coolest day we've had a long time. All right, I'm gonna go over here too. This is where it's really cool because it drops sheer cliff. You can see all these rocks already. And that is what makes up the bank side here. Really cool granite stones. They're just beautiful, and some of them have been sitting around long enough to get some really cool lichen on them. Yeah, so whatever kind of mineral is in the rock determines the color of the lichen. I don't know what color means what, but I do know that some of these rocks have really vibrant lichen colors. Now here's some example of some of the bright orange, and then of course you see this green a lot, but I mean, just think, that is actually a living organism. A lot of people like these lichen for landscape, and you do have to give a certain amount of care to them because they need feed. My brother, who's a stonemason, said, yeah, if you're gonna put those inside, you need to spray them with beer every once in a while so they get some food. I thought that was pretty good. It's probably true. Probably would work. So here we go. You can see that. I'm gonna get some footing here. Oh, this is interesting. Really interesting. See this hole in the rock? That's amazing. Some of you obviously will know what that is all about. That is where a core sample was taken. So, came right in through there, and then they can read the stone. The miners would take core samples, and those core samples are pretty cool. I've had quite a few of them from time to time. It's just a solid cylinder of rock, Here's another really cool, beautiful rock. This is a boulder, pretty good size. So we do have some pretty interesting rock coming out of the ground right here. All right, let me see how far down I can get. A lot of times the water level's way up to here. I've never been down here like this. It's pretty mellow right now. So just think, these waters go all the way to the Gulf. So this is the beginning of a big water system. I think it's pretty awesome to be able to be at the head of, this isn't completely the head of the the Big Hole, but this is the first one of 3 rivers. As I said earlier, this is the Big Hole, and down the way a little bit, just about a mile, it joins up with the Beaverhead, which comes from over there, you know, Beaverhead Rock. One of these days I'll do a video on Beaverhead Rock. So the Beaverhead River runs along the Beaverhead Rock and then joins up here with the Big Hole and with the Ruby River. Those 3 tributaries form the head of the Jefferson River. Well, it's time for me to navigate my way back. Okay, so I'm gonna cross this slough here, or these backwaters. Try to find the best route to take. This looks kind of good. See how well I do. Whoa. Whoa. Whew. Ew. Yuck. Oh, I'll head down this way. Oh, look, lots of minnows hatching out in here. Oh, this isn't too bad. Okay, so there is a way to walk on these rocks. What I've discovered is you find the big ones and you put your foot on the big ones. There's usually plenty of them along the way, and then once you get the hang of it, you can actually go pretty fast. So I'm heading to the slope.